From, oh my goodness, a very humble young boy to an extremely humble young man. Listen, what I do, I have my guy Drew. Andrew is in the building. I've never been able to correctly say his last name, so y'all see how I never tried it. There we go. Y'all hear him? Worthy.
Worthy,
because Andrew's worthier more than thou art.
You already know.
Yeah, I hear my wordplay. I'm on the go today.
You're on the ball.
Yes. Hey, Drew, how are you?
What's up with you, baby? I'm good. I'm feeling great.
Listen, welcome to Blazing 267.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I feel the love.
I was telling you behind the scenes, I'm loving your music. I love it. I told everybody to check you out on Tidal, like it's there. You have a subscription, definitely go and use it for something inspirational, something new.
I appreciate that.
So, I know you. Let's get our listeners into understanding who you are. So give me a little brief bio about yourself and whom you are and about your music.
Oh, brief bio. Let's see. Andrew Worthy, uptown born and raised. Grew up in Philly with the aspirations to be the most electrifying entertainer on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I take a lot of my inspiration from the greats, Michael Jackson, Eminem, Prince, Usher. I've studied these guys all my life since I was a kid. And it's like, I always told myself that I was going to be something great, simply because I settled for nothing less, And I think that's what we should be. We should all follow our dreams. But more recently, in the past few years, I want to say 2014, I relocated to Atlanta, and that's where I'm based at right now, Atlanta, Georgia. And such a beautiful, embracive community. I love Philadelphia as well. You can never forget your roots. But, I've been in Philly for so long. I want to experience something new and, travel to different places, because I feel like, my music shouldn't just be limited to, one city or one group of people, one demographic. I want to, really, that's the only way I'm gonna become the world famous entertainer. You know what I'm saying? I gotta travel the world a bit, so
just a tad bit.
Just a tad bit, So that's where I'm at right now. Man, I'm on album number 6 actually. Yeah, I got a lot. My most recent album, Project W, Hidden Transcripts. Well, let's break down the Project W line for a minute. I've been working on this series of work since 2015. Originally started off with the concept to be one album.
Okay.
But I've spanned it on in the this is what, the 3rd installment. So there's been 2 prior installments before this.
Okay.
And I think that this is my most defined body of work, as a full, and it's growing. It's like a series to me. But I think it really represents me. It shows progression. As an artist, and everything that I go through, I put it in. I put it in there. I put all my feelings in there, all of that. So, but the unique thing about it is, I feel like all of these projects, because you start with the first Project W, you got the pregame EP, and then you got the homecoming EP.
Yep.
I did that last year when I came to Philly and was able to experience home again.
Yeah.
And now you got Project W, Hidden Transcripts, and they all have a uniquely distinct sound from each other. This one is available on iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You can search it on Shazam, Google, Amazon, pretty much everything. YouTube Music, everything. So we doing it. We moving. It's progress. I'm loving what I'm doing.
And I'm loving how you talk about it. I would say that because when people talk about, when you're like, oh, just up there, like I rap, I do R&B, and it started here. The way that you talk about the history of your work, you can tell there's a passion there, and I love to hear the passion in your work. You said this is the 6th album, our 6th project that we've been doing. Do you get discouraged?
Oh man, I don't know if I could really, I don't really know if I can call it discouragement. I think as an artist, man, like when you really, because this is all I've devoted myself to. Okay. I don't have anything else really that I told myself this is going to be it. This is plan A and this is going to work. So yeah, you do get hit rather hard. You get hit hard. I mean, I put it this way: I've been hit hard enough to stop a few times. I've been hit hard enough to buckle, but I just know, I know that consistency breeds success, and if you want to be successful with anything, you got to just keep knocking on that door. Eventually, it's going to answer. That's the way I look at life. You keep knocking on the door, eventually someone's going to answer. They may be a little annoyed when they answer. They might be like, man, I'm sick of this dude knocking, man. Let me just answer the door. But we're going to get that answer, regardless.
You get the Jehovah's Witness.
You know what I'm saying? We get the Jehovah's Witness.
Turn out the lights. I don't know why he begged y'all.
They're like, we're not interested.
No.
But one of these days, they're just like, let me answer the door just to see what he got to say.
What do you want, sir?
But that's the trap right there.
And that's what happens. So he goes, what do you want? I got some hot fire. Let me listen to it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what?
It is hot fire. I didn't even not have you standing outside for 12
You already know.
years.
You already know.
Oh my God, Drew. We grew up a little bit together.
We did.
Just the time when you was running around the corner singing. And you was singing what was it? Boys to Men you used to sing. You used to sing some As Yet. Joe, you was, oh my goodness. When you used to sing D'Angelo, I used to be like, Lord Jesus, take us now. Me and Teresa used to love it. So when I listened to the new song that you had, Make It Out, I was like, yo, that's not Drew. That's not Lil Worthy. That's not him doing that. And it was like, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, how you have grown as an artist.
I appreciate you saying that. I look to progress with every iteration. You know what I mean? With everything that I drop, it's like I always tell myself. I tell people I'm a level jumper. There aren't too many people I feel like in life who could say, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna instantly improve. I feel like you got to be a real conscious individual. You have to be able to accept where you're at. You have to be able to accept your flaws. And what you can improve on, and I think that's honestly what kind of keeps me at a point where I can easily jump levels, because it's like I see exactly where I am, and I'm like, this is what I need to do. This is maybe what I need to kind of let off a bit. Maybe I can deal with these people, these situations more, or leave these situations alone. But that's all about progression, man. You got to be able to accept yourself, the strong points and the flaws at the same time, and just that's the only way you can progress, really.
That is very true. That is the only way that you can progress, is about first admitting it. What was that, the first step to AAA meetings? You gotta admit that you got a problem. The first step of progression is admitting that that track wasn't hot, or that flow didn't fit there, or understanding this is not my time right now, and respecting those that have come before you, and taking notes. To me, you seem like a note taker. It seems like you've watched your progression. Like you said, you're very, I'm going to say, third eye open. Because when we use our third eye, we are able to see the inevitable. We're able to see infinity and beyond about ourselves. We're able to critique ourselves without being depressed about the critiques. So I would say that you're third eye open with your music. And I like that. How did you become this rounded as a person?
I mean, it's trial and error, man. When you try something and then you get knocked down, man, it's like life has a way of humbling you. I mean, that's how I say it. You can never feel like you're too good for life, or that, things are just going. Because honestly, man, it's like, when I was a kid, I had talent, and I always thought, I was like, yo, I'm talented, man. I'm gonna just go in and I'm gonna make it big, like, you know what I mean? And it's like when I really started to, come into my adulthood, and I was like, let's go ahead and make that promise that I said when I was a kid. You realize it's not that easy. At all. You realize it ain't that easy. It's just like, oh, I can perform at this venue and that's it. No, that's not it, man. You got a long way to go. You got a long way. And I tell other artists, there's a few artists that I talk to, just in my camp, and I tell them, like, yo, you know what? We got to take our time with this. You know what I mean? If it was that easy, I'd have been on. Because if it's one thing people can say about me, is that I'm mad consistent. I don't stop. I don't know how to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type, if I wanted to, I can drop multiple projects in a year. I have so much music in the vault. I'm not going to stop. And I'm strategic with that whole idea of being constant, like, so.
I was going to ask you about that a lot. Okay, one, because you're an R&B artist. Can we say that, or do you put yourself in a box? Like,
I don't really put myself in a box, but I do a lot of R&B music. It's funny, man, because growing up with so much, Michael and and Usher and Drew Hill, and you know what I mean. But I got a hip hop side, and I always say my two biggest inspirations are Michael and Eminem, ironically. So of course I got I probably got the pizzazz and everything, the stage presence from Mike, but I learned how to write deep lyrics and be almost brutally honest, pretty much brutally honest, beyond brutally honest on record. I've learned that from looking at the greats. I look at Tupac, Biggie, and a lot of other hip hop icons. So I'm actually very, very well rounded in hip hop as well too. But I can't put myself in a box because I'm not afraid to try anything. The next album, you might get a couple rock songs out of me.
I feel like you just rapped to me just now. Screw the rock songs. I feel like you just spit a hot 16.
Spit a hot 16. You already know.
Like, oh my goodness, I do see rock.
You see rock?
Yeah.
Yo, gotta tell people I'm a rock star, man. I do what I want to do.
Listen,
I move how I want to move. I sing how I want to sing, and I look the way I want to look. I'm a rock star.
Listen, you are more than a rock star. I don't even want to put you in that box because they got rock stars in a certain type of box that they can only do rock star stuff. And you're like, no, I will smash guitar. Look, I might just break a piano. Give me a grand key piano. I might just smash that all the way up. But listen, we have a new project that's out right now, Hidden Transcripts.
Yes.
Tell us about it, because I'm some of this music.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about this Hidden Transcripts. How did we come up with this?
Okay, so the whole idea with Hidden Transcripts is funny because my last project I dropped, which was Project W, the Homecoming EP. Now I'm not gonna hold you. I really like the way Project W, the Homecoming turned out. I really love the way that turned out. My only thing was that it had a lot of features on it, and I want to say maybe about three, maybe four. I want to say 3 songs only had me completely by myself, solo, and I just kind of felt like not really that it was a disservice to my audience, but I felt like I wanted to give them more of something where it was just me, just my energy, So I said, yo, you know what? I'm gonna do a special edition of the Homecoming, and it's gonna be with 4 extra bonus tracks. And I was going to label that the Hidden Transcripts. It was going to be what was left out of the Homecoming, but it was going to be more of me. And, I started working on that, I want to say, late last year. I wanted maybe November, December, I don't know. But it was shortly after the Homecoming dropped. And I was like, yo, you know what? I like the way this sound. But it sounded like it was on another level than the Homecoming, sonically. So I was like, yo, you know what? This is the next level right now. Let's just go ahead and make a whole album out of this. And I actually left Atlanta in December, so the past few months I've actually been in South Carolina, Hilton Head Island, and it was a real peaceful environment. I mean, Philadelphians, we need to get out more, because I'm going to tell you something. I didn't know this place existed till my boys put me onto this a couple years ago.
I'm about to Google it now, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the most beautiful place. I'm talking about palm trees. I'm talking about, blue water, blue beaches, everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. And it's an island. It's its own isolated island, South Carolina, not too far from Atlanta, And I got some great friends who live out there. They invited me to come hang with them for a while. And I'm grateful for the experience, because I think that with that type of peace and serenity, it really helped me to zone in and just go inside and just focus on myself. And that's really where a lot of the album came from. Just working in my own particular zone, and if you notice on the album, it only has 3 features. My brother is one of them. He's on the album twice. His name is Double A. And then I got C. Brodsky. He's another rapper. Shout out to him and GTA. And I got my homegirl Tierra Earthly. But other than that, the rest of the project is all me. Because I wanted to deliver, what I didn't deliver on the Homecoming, and just give them more of my energy. So.
Well, listen, I want to get into this song. It's called Made It Out. Can you tell us a little bit about it real quick?
Make It Out. Ooh, let's see. Now, Make It Out is it's an interesting song, man. It has an old school vibe, and it's really purposely intended to be that. it's a I don't want to give it away too much because you're gonna hear the song, but if you have heard it, you know what I mean. It's like an ode to all the legends, Michael, Usher, R. Kelly, everyone who really focuses on like those old school R&B jams, and I just wanted to deliver that feel, that same energy from like the early 90s, late 80s and stuff, so.
Listen, he done put me in the mood, y'all. This is blazing267.com. This is the Morning Break Show. I am your girl, Miss Boss. We're about to get into my guy, Andrew Worthy's song, Make It Out. Let us know what you think. Call in. The number is 215-435-0914. Let's make it out. A 90s hit, but listen, it's for y'all today. All right, let's turn this up in here. For it. Let's go.
It's just me and you, girl. I know so much more. Yeah. I can feel it's still love. It's always in your breath. Every time I struggle.
I got my own studio, wherever I go,
Yo, where are you recording?
My crib, I got my own studio.
At home. Like, you go upstairs, you make that shit, you come downstairs and be like,
Thank you. Anywhere I am, I got my setup with me anywhere. I've recorded songs in a car before, but you would never know you're recording in the car.
It's funny that you said that. We have these two DJs. They're DJ JC and Sunny James from out LA. They do a show together.
Yeah.
One of them lives in LA.
For real?
One of them lives in Philadelphia. When they're from that area, you cannot tell
Can't tell the
anybody
difference.
that they're not in the same place.
That's crazy.
They did one show, the nigga was like, I'm actually set up in the back of my car right now because I'm in traffic. LA traffic is not going nowhere, and I could not miss this show. I'm like, yo, and the other guy comes on like, damn, I'm sorry you stuck in traffic. You never know.
That's crazy.
That these guys are like cars in the background and all of this shit is going on.
Yo, technology is everything, man. You could do wonders. I've done music with guys and with people in New York, people in Jersey, like.
That's the technology. My question with that is when you go on phones with people, is it different over the tracks when tracks are being sent in the studio with them and actually vibing?
It is different.
Now, does it help or hurt a record?
It's like it can do both. It can do both. But see, my thing is, a lot of the people I've worked with before, like my bro Black Cancer. Like, what we'll do is, I can send him records, or I can call him, be like, yo, you know what? This is what we writing to. Here's the beat, and it's like the synergy is there so much that it's like I don't even have to tell him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I sent him using the instrumental like, nigga, I already got this track lit. I'm telling you this shit fire. You listen like, that's exactly what I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying? So.
How about to say that that's a blessing?
It is a blessing. It is a blessing.
There's very few people that can get one person, let alone a producer.
Yeah.
To sonically wave link like that.
Yeah.
Like that's spirit linking. Like nigga, me and your spirit talked upstairs and we gonna tell y'all what we was doing.
Yeah. But that's all it is, though.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
I appreciate you.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
I appreciate you. Yeah, man, that's all it is.
sending this to you right now. Okay, this is something that needs to be in the thing quickie on Saturday. Okay,
that's love.
Listen. I had listen, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I had to talk to him while this was playing, so I didn't get in the mood. Cause I was like, I want you. I'm over here grinding in my chair, y'all. I love it. It's amazing. Where do you produce that? Like, where are we recording these hits at? Where are these bangers being? Like, who are they produced by?
We actually record anywhere I'm at. You know, so I record at my home base. I got my own studio. You know, of course, I write the music, vocally arrange everything, engineer all the tracks, and yeah, just put the blend in. You know, I got producers that send me tracks, and we just vibe like that. You know.
Did y'all hear what he said, y'all? He said he does music any and everywhere he chooses fit to do music.
Yeah.
He mixes and blends them. Not only does he write the music, all of these are original songs.
Yes, original. I write all my content. I don't let anyone write for me. I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I don't believe in that. I need that energy that I'm putting out. I need it to come from me. And you know what? It's not to take anything away from people who have writers or people who assist them with, you know, but this is my thing, you know. I got certain things. I don't do that. I don't use auto-tune. It's just like little things that only I would do for the most part, you know. And I'm not saying I'm completely opposed to it, but, you know.
As of right now.
Yeah.
It's trying to get Andrew where Andrew needs to be is about what he prefers.
Yeah.
And I like that because that adds uniqueness to it. Because anybody will go, oh, throw some auto-tune on that last little girl of mine. And then you be like, what?
No, we won't do that. We won't do that, you know what I'm saying? The way we used to do back in the day, man, the way my brothers kind of trained me when we was in the studio growing up, it's like, yo, I just keep doing it until the note is right. I don't believe in that, you know, that pitch correction. I'm like, no, get that out of here. Like, no, we keep doing it until the note is right. And if we can't do it that day, we stop and we come back the next day and we do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I conquer all. I've written songs that I couldn't sing. And like I've literally, it's funny, man, because I remember, you know, back a couple years ago, before I left Philly, I was working on something. And I was writing a whole bunch of songs, and it was one song in particular that I could not sing. My voice wasn't ready for because my breathing wasn't where it needed to be. And, you know, I took vocal lessons. Her name is Veronica Underwood. She's actually located right here in Philly. That's the best in Philly. She's worked with everybody. You know, she's worked with, there's so many other, you know, Philly artists coming up. She's worked with Music Soul Child. You know, she's a beast, and she kind of got me tight. And, you know, so definitely shout out to her. But yeah, man, those are songs that I was training specifically with her. You know, and you know, we got over that hump. So I don't believe that. Cause it's like the same thing with acting, man. You know, we look at movies for 2 hours and we're like, yo, that was hot, man. The action was tight, man. You see the Avengers and you're like, yo, he just flew through it. He smashed and it's like, you don't realize that these guys have probably been working on that one scene, maybe that one punch for a whole day.
Maybe two.
Yeah. So it's like, don't, you know, and people just, you know, we in the whole instant. We in the instantaneous era right now, so it's like, yeah, so people are like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna do this, it's gonna get me famous, or, you know, I'm gonna show people how good I can do it. Like, no, man, it don't work like that. You know, you want to do something at a professional level, it takes time, and you have to put your ego aside. There's been times I've been trying to spit a hot 32 in the booth, and I got jumbled with my words halfway through, and I'm like, yo, I gotta do the whole thing. But it's like, you know, sometimes you gotta buckle down, like, you know what, let's do this rhyme in increments. Let's do it in parts. You know, so it's crazy.
Hitting it and playing it strategically.
Yeah.
Now, you say you be in the studio. Now, I have a question, because I don't ask too many people this, but people that do studio work and that are constantly in the studio, when you're working with other artists and you're like doing features and tracks with them, do you prefer them in the studio with you, or are you I sent you 16 bars and a hook, send me something back type of guy? I
mean, personally, like if I'll do long distance if it's like I live in Atlanta now. So it's certain artists in Philly that I want to reach out to. I'm like, yo, you know what? You know, Black, I want to do this song together, and you know, I'm not there physically, so I'll send it to him because, you know, because of what I have to do. But if it was up to me, I would rather us be in the same vicinity, you know, and it just be us. I don't have crazy studio sessions. To me, it's not like, I know. So this is the thing, right? You know, a lot of rappers, they like to have studios with they boys and their entourage. No, hell no, hell no. No, naked girls would distract me. That would keep me from doing what I need to do. Cause I know how I am.
Well, when I watch Basketball Wives, I mean, Love and Hip Hop, that's how you record. You gotta have 30 people.
No, man, that's all for show, man. When I'm there to work, I'm there to work. I don't play with none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want your boys. I don't want you and 30 of your boys around. Just like, almost like the same as if we performing. I don't want 30 people on the stage with me. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid to me.
I don't want to trip off of one of y'all because y'all tripping in the background.
You know, so you working with me in the studio, we working. It's not no, yo, bro, can I smoke in your crib? Yo, can we get all drinking to it? I mean, it's not to say we can't have a good time, but my thing is, do that, get tight before we get in the booth. Because when I don't like the bullshit.
Bro, I got to listen. I'm sitting here talking to you and I like, my head is going, I'm calling so many people in my head like, listen, I got this R&B young boy, he not even R&B, but he about to blow up. Yo, he about to blow up.
I'm already there, baby.
Yes, you are, and it's about to be like, oh my God, what did they say, how the solar system got here? The Big Bang Theory.
Uh-huh.
They don't know nothing about it.
They don't know. They gonna learn today.
They don't learn today. They gotta replay this and gonna learn a couple of days from now. But Drew, what do we expect from you in the future? I'm gonna get into this song called Trance, okay? But before I get into that, I want to know what's next for you. We have this new project that's out right now, Hidden Treasures. It wasn't even supposed to be what it is. It was just supposed to be an ad-lib to something that was already amazing, and it spoke to you so much that you had to make it a project itself. That is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, right now it's like, you know, of course I'm still doing the campaign for this project. We released 2 visuals for it, so you know, you got the actual video for Make It Out, and then you had the video for the first song on the album, which is called Ain't the Same. And that song actually is a very personal song to start off with. It describes a lot of what I feel like I've been going through for the past few years. You know, relationships that I've had to let go. You know, certain friends that, you know, I've just kind of, you know, they weren't supportive or conducive to what I stood for. So, you know, I kind of had to just let that go, and, you know, just kind of feeling like my back is against the wall. I talk about all that on that song, and actually through the album. You know, there's a few songs I kind of touch on those topics, but yeah, man, you know, I got a lot going on. Of course, more videos to come. You know, I want to do a lot more performances. You know, Atlanta's like wide open for anything, you know, as far as like artists, and Philly, man, you know, I can't forget about home. You know, I'm home right now.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to, you know, touch the ground and light some fires on the people. You know what I mean? I am working on another project. You know, I've been kind of keeping that under wraps.
Okay,
but you know, but I can't say too much about it.
All right,
but
so how many tracks are on there? Or how many tracks are you thinking about?
Jesus, not done. I actually wanted it to be a smaller project.
So 2, 3?
Nah, maybe about like 5 or 6.
I'm okay with that.
5 or 6, you know what I'm saying?
I'm okay with the number. Listen, you say how I try to get something.
Yeah.
You don't gotta give me the name of it, but I need to know what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I'm looking towards a little 5-chapter story. Or all of your CD stories. Do you plan it out? Because I like the music to tell a good story. A lot of people, when they put their music together on their CDs, it's randomized. Oh, I like this song, so that's number 1. Oh, that's gonna be a hit, so that's gonna be number 4. Do you put your projects together like that?
You know what? Certain songs, it's funny because the way I do it is a little bit different.
Okay.
Like, my songs might not sync with each other exactly verbatim, but I do little tricks, almost like I would say sonic tricks. Like you know, sound wise, you know, I try to put my songs together, so it's like, man, I got this one vibe, I got this one tempo on this one song. We can just slide on to the next with this one and kind of switch it up slightly, but you know, just give people that adrenaline rush. You know what I mean, when they hear either the increase or the decrease of it. You know what I mean? And you know, certain songs are put together. Like I have a song on the first Project W, the pregame EP. It's one song called To the Beat Part 1 and To the Beat Part 2. You know, so that kind of slides right into it. You know, but I would like to say that my songs don't necessarily have to be in, you know, my whole album doesn't have to be in sync with each other. You know, I think that the general theme is always there. Okay. But my songs are so in depth. You know, they tell a story. So I kind of look at it like almost like books of the Bible. Ooh. You know, like, you know, you got different chapters that may speak about slightly different topics or may focus on certain things, but you know, and within that book, you know, it's all like that general theme.
I think I love you.
You know, I love you too, girl. I love you too, baby.
All right, listen, I'm loving it, y'all. I can't tell y'all nothing more but go and get it. Where can they find it at?
They can find it on everything, man. iTunes, Tidal, you know, we got Google Play, we have iHeartRadio, Bandcamp. It's actually on Spinrilla too. Hey. Yeah. So we what else is doing? Shazam, YouTube Music, and then of course you got my own YouTube channel, the you know, Andrew Worthy official channel. You'll see a lot of my performances and videos for the project and other projects as well.
Listen, y'all make sure y'all definitely go check that out. It's not something that I want you to do. It's something that you have to do, okay?
You gotta do it.
Y'all have to.
You have no choice.
Exactly. You want me to come to your house? Never mind, because some people might like that. I take that back. I'm not coming to your house. Listen, you gotta do it though. If not, I'm gonna put you in the headlock. Okay? That's just
in the headlock.
Point blank period. I'll put you in the headlock. Y'all know how I get. I'll pluck you in your eyebrow. Doop.
Yeah, you already know.
Right there. Doop. Listen, do you work with bands? Do you have a band?
I don't have a band specifically, you know, but I have worked with, you know, other bands. I worked with some bands in Hilton Head Island, GTA. Okay. You know, they're one band that I've worked with more recently, but I don't have a specific band.
Do you like bands over beats? My question.
That's the thing. I think it just depends on the situation, honestly. It depends on the situation. There are a lot of things you can do with beats and electronically and just with sound in general that, you know, it might not deliver the same way if we do it with a band. But see, that's the beauty of it. You know, we could do the same song, but the band will give you a whole different perspective of it. You know, so
mess around and remix your whole song.
Exactly.
And not even know your song got remixed.
Sometimes you gotta feel that organic feel, and that's what the bands give you. You know, but honestly, I think the problem is with me right now is because I travel a lot. I travel a lot. You know, I'm constantly on the move. So I think I would have to find out that situation to get a consistent band behind me that's just like, you know what, wherever you go, we go. You know what I mean? And you know, I know that's kind of hard for people to do. Like, it just kind of.
And it's going to come, trust me.
Oh, it's going to come.
The lyrics are there. The talent is there. They're probably looking for you right now. There's probably somebody right now listening like, I want to go to Atlanta.
Listen, come travel with me, man. We all over the place, man.
Listen,
be international.
To make beautiful music? Yeah. Why not? Listen, Drew, we're going to get into this song called Trance. And I need you to drop all of your information real quick for me so the people can know where to follow you and where to find hidden treasures. Where can they find that at? If they want to see you perform, do you have any performances coming up?
I do have, well, coming up, you know, because I'm actually only in town for a little bit, so I don't have anything set in stone. Okay. You know, yeah, I think it's a lot of like flash performances. You know, I'll start posting dates on like, you know, actual big shows shortly, you know, by way of, you know, Facebook. But you can find me on social media, you know, Facebook.com, Andrew Worthy Official. You know, a lot of people throughout the city know me personally, so it won't be hard for them to find. But you can also go to Instagram at Drew Worv. So that's DREWWURV. And same thing with Twitter and Snapchat, and you know, pretty much everything is Drew Worv. You know, I keep it simple. You can also find me on YouTube. You type in Andrew Worthy, you know, and that'll come right up. You know, I'm sure if you type that name up, it'll come right up instantly. If you just Google me, all my stuff will come up. I got so much content out there. You Google me, it'll pop up instantly.
And that is true, y'all. We're going to get into this track called Trance. Do you want to introduce it, Drew?
Yeah, Trance, man. You know, Trance has a real sensual vibe. Almost similar to Make It Out. You know, Make It Out was more of the old school approach, but Trance is more the new school approach. You know, I'm talking my shit on there. You know what I'm saying? Talking my shit. It's for the ladies specifically.
He's trying to put us in the trance, y'all.
Put you in the trance, baby.
Blazing 267, the Morning Break Radio Show. I am your girl, Ms.Boss. We're about to get into the very exclusive song by my guy, Andrew Worthy. It's called Trance. Listen, we're in one. Blazing267.com. I am your girl, Ms.Boss. This is the Morning Break Radio Show. And if you didn't know, then you know. That was my guy, Andrew Worthy. Well, listen, guys. That's all Oh my God, it was called Trance. It just put me in a trance, y'all. I didn't know where I was at. Just I thought I was at home for a second because we ain't going nowhere.
Well, you going nowhere?
I'm over here. Listen, Drew. Where can they follow you? I need you to drop your information one more time because after a song like that, I know they was feeling Make It Out because they was in it like make it out. Now they in a trance. I know. This is baby making music, sir.
Baby making music.
You might be the new R. Kelly.
Man, I'm finna birth a whole generation off of what I do.
Listen, baby booming times
baby
two.
booming times two, baby.
That might have to be the next single. Baby booming times two.
It's the big baby boom effect. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing.
And I'm loving it. Give us your information one more time just so they can follow you, just so they can get this EP, so they can show some support. I know you're moving, you're traveling a lot. So it's kind of hard to do features with you, but if they can get a chance to catch up with you, how can they do it?
They can catch up with me. Oh, man. You can catch up with me. Facebook.com, Andrew Worthy Official. Just hit me up, man. I would like to think I'm a pretty easy guy to talk to, and I'm not. I like to work with anyone who has a drive that I have. So, artists, if you're serious, man, just contact me. We'll work something out. You can also hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at Drew Worth. It says DREWWURV. DREWWURV. Worthy Worth in the building. Same thing with Snapchat. It's Drew Worth. So just contact me, hit me up, man. I embrace everyone who shows love. I show love to them as well. There's no malice or anything. I just love what I do, and I want to share it with the world, and I want to include as many people in what I do as possible.
And that is beautiful. Listen, Drew, I appreciate you for being here today.
I appreciate you.
I feel like you came all the way from Atlanta to see me, even if you didn't.
It's just for you.
See, that's
I hit you up. Remember, I hit you up. I hit you up a couple weeks in advance, like, yo, I like what you doing.
Y'all don't understand. Like, I'm about to cry. Like, I really watched them like grow up like every other used to come in.
We go back, man.
For forever.
We go back.
Really humbling to see where you're at now.
It's humbling to see where you at.
It's like, Drew, we like, oh, I knew he could sing. He was penny dropping before penny dropping was able to penny drop, y'all.
You already know.
And I'm just so proud of him, Drew. I can't wait to meet up with you again. Because we're going to have you back when you're in Philly. We're going to make sure that you're going to get some hits. We're going to make sure that these singles are in rotation over here. So that everybody in New York, everybody in New Zealand, everybody that we got listening in Argentina right now, that everybody that, what is that, Australia? Jesus, shout out to everybody in Australia.
Shout out to everybody in
Listen,
Australia.
I got people in Jamaica listening right now. Shout out to Jamaica. Everybody,
Wagwan.
yes, they're going to be tuned in and loving this. They're going to catch you in rotation up here. Y'all, listen, this is Blazing 267. I'm your girl, Ms.Boss. Before I get out of here, y'all know how I try to sign off. I try to leave y'all with a little bit of positivity at the end of each show, because we do talk about a lot of negativity, and today it wasn't a real big negative day, but we did get into some bad stuff. But I do want to leave y'all with a few things. Don't forget to not meet me here, but to beat me this Sunday down at the TLA. It's going to be the Philadelphia Summer Concert, okay? Hosted by my guy, Jimmy the Saint. He was just in here. We are giving away tickets at Blazing 267 all week. So not only will we be in the building, y'all will be live broadcasting. So that means don't forget to come up and get some interviews from the whole team, the whole staff. We'll all be in there. Also, there is a back to school drive this weekend. We have one on Saturday and one on Sunday. The one on Sunday is going to be in Uptown, 6101 Ardley Street. Y'all know where that playground is. Y'all know it's right down the street from Ada Lewis, behind Martin Luther King High School, y'all. They have free school supplies. They're going to be giving out free haircuts, bouncy houses, a jump rope competition, Zumba. There's something for everybody. Motivate our kids and get them back in school and send them off to school correctly. Listen, y'all, this is Blazing 267, the Morning Break Radio Show. Love, live, life. If you think positive, do positive. Trust me, you will get a positive outcome. Please, please remember that. And what I'm going to say, I'm going to give y'all the quote of the day, and I'm going to let y'all know who it's sponsored by. And thank you to my sponsors over at Reliable Choice Insurance. They have everything from life, health. Now they even have car and home insurance. So now they're sponsoring that all. So if you're looking for a black-owned business or you're wanting to support one, they're like Reliable Choice Insurance is definitely one to support. Like I said, I do have a quote today. Let me just get it out for y'all. It was written. I started following a gentleman yesterday on my Instagram account, and he puts up nothing but quotes, and they were amazing quotes. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I cannot find it right now. So that's just all honesty. I can't find it right now. So with that being said, if you think positive, do positive. There's a 99.9% that you are going to get a positive outcome, guys. Do not let negative thoughts overcrowd your mind, because as soon as we let negativity in, it conquers, okay? When they tell you misery loves company, it is very true. So don't even put negative thoughts in your mind. All positive thoughts only. What did kids say nowadays? Good vibes only. So listen, I'm riding with the good vibes only today. Blazing267.com, the Morning Break Radio Show. Listen, y'all, I'm out of here. Catch me this week. TLA, it's going on. My guy, Young Chris and friends is going to be shutting the TLA down. I'll be in the building. My guy, Steady Stills will be in the building. Y'all need to be in the building. If you're not, you're going to miss it. Blazing267.com. I am your girl, Ms.Boss. We're about to get into my favorite artist. I love this guy to death. I'm musically inclined to be in love with him. Chemist, he's in the building. Logan Valley's own. He holds it.